Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Family Jewels. I'm Colton Bartell, and I'm a graduate gemologist here at Suzanne's Custom Jewelers. And I'm going to choke on my coffee to begin with, I guess. But you'll notice that the other half of this is not here. He is actually working away on a bunch of appraisals, getting those ready for some customers of ours. So you get just me today. But we got a quick topic we're going to talk about today, and that is earring backs and their posts. So this is one we haven't covered before, and it's one we get a lot of questions about, mainly for the reason that there is a lot of different viewpoints out there on what's the best back, what's the best post, what's going to keep them in my ears. You know, I don't want them falling out, and I want them secure, and all this other stuff. And so the myth out there is that the screw back type earrings are the best. They're the best of the best. They're never going to fall out. That's not really the case. So if you think about it, all of the pieces that we make, all of the jewelry that we're selling is made out of precious metal, and all of those metals are soft. So they don't tend to hold threads as well as what other harder metals do. So in theory, the screw back type post and everything would be a great way to go, but the problem is that being that it's in soft metal, they tend to wear out pretty quick, and then your screw back now is sliding on and off, and you don't know what to do. So you come in and ask for a new screw back and end up telling you, well, we're going to have to replace the post, and it becomes a whole big ordeal. So though it is in theory a great idea of having screw-on backs and posts to keep your earrings secure, the reality of it is just that the metal is just too soft to hold it. So what we prefer to do is the friction backs, which is the real traditional way of doing it, where they slide on and they kind of click, and they have like the little springy back thing. I would show them to you guys, but we know, with this camera and stuff, and with Facebook Live, we don't get real good images of little bitty stuff. So we're not going to show you that today. But if you want, you can come in and check those out, and we can show you all the differences. What we want to talk about, though, is secure earring backs. So there are two different kinds that we recommend, and one of those is just your traditional friction type. So this is just the post that's got the little divot thingy in it, and the back that just kind of slides on and snaps. So a lot of people don't like these because they feel that they're not tight enough, and that they just, they're going to just slide off. They're not going to stay in place. Really what it is the earring backs. The lower quality backs, the ones that are made out of really thin metal, yes, those typically don't stay tight for very long, and so they lose their tension and then they just fall off. We don't like those, and really we don't know why they're made. But anyway, it is what it is. We got to work with what we've got. So what we do is, in those instances, we replace them with stronger backs that we can get more tension on. And here at our store, we actually offer friction backs that we can make them so tight you'd need pliers to get them off. Now, obviously, you don't want them that tight because that would just be, uncomfortable. And if you can't get your earrings off, then that just gets gross, and we don't want you doing that either because, it's gross. So please take them off so they can be cleaned once in a while. So that's why we don't get those that tight, but it can happen. So with that being said, those are actually the ones that we prefer definitely over the screw backs. The other option is what we call a lapicette back. And these are posts and backs for any like stud type earring, anything that's got a post on it, that we replace the post with this new post that actually has a groove cut in it, not just a little divot, but actually a groove cut in it, and a back that is spring-loaded, and it's got little teeth in there, and so whenever you put the back on, it snaps in and actually locks. It like grips in to the earring back or into the earring post, and so they're impossible for them to come loose. The only way to get them off is you push the little spring buttons that are on the side, and then it opens up the little teeth and you pull them off. The great benefit with these is just how quick and easy they are to get on and off. They're really reliable. We can set the depth of the earring because everybody's earlobes are a little bit different. And so we can kind of customize those to fit you, and they're always going to be in the exact same spot all the time, and they're awesome. The drawback with those is they are a little bit expensive, but if you've got some really nice earrings that you're wanting to make sure that they are really secure and you don't ever want to have to worry about it and mess with it, and you're worried that you're going to get the other back stuck on there because they're too tight, this is a great alternative because it's a really simple, just a squeeze to unlock and pull them off. Now, the more economical way of doing this and having a really secure back is going back to the friction packs. And so making sure that you not only have a post that's in good shape and actually has a nice divot in it and not just the little line for the back to fall into is one of the big key elements there. The other thing is making sure that you have a back that's strong enough to hold tension and be tight enough on the post to keep your earrings in place. These we can also kind of set and adjust the depth of the earring post so that it fits your ear and it's comfortable, it's not too tight, it's not so loose that they're just kind of falling off pretty much. And so those are both great alternatives. We highly, highly, highly discourage the screw backs because it's just a matter of time and they will wear out, and you're going to be replacing them over and over and over again, especially if it's like your favorite pair of earrings and you're wearing them every day, all day long, for years. You're going to replace those posts and those backs pretty often. Whereas doing these other two options of the friction back or the Lapicette, you're maybe going to have to replace a back once every several years just from normal wear and tear, but definitely a lot less frequent as what you would with the screw backs. So again, it's something that they're really small differences in some of these things, so I can't really show them to you on camera, but you guys can always come in and check those out. And the other thing I wanted to mention is a big problem is you lose an earring and now you have one left and you're like, well, what do I do with it? Okay, so if that is the case where you are one of those that you lost half of your favorite piece of jewelry and you're down to one earring, you can always bring it in and we can try and match it up. We can try and customize something to match and get the set back together. So if that's something that you need done, you can always contact us, bring your other half in, and we can try and get that all fixed up for you. And then at that time, we can also kind of examine the backs and the posts and see if it's maybe something there that's an issue and that we need to address and change, and maybe offer one of the friction posts or one of the Lapicette posts, which either one is a great option and is very secure. So it's going to be a short episode today because, I mean, how long can you talk about earring backs and posts? It's kind of a boring topic, but it's one that we encounter a lot. So we wanted to bring it up and just kind of let you guys know that there are other options out there. There are safer and more reliable options out there, and we can alter pretty much any earring that has a post on it like that to put one of these other options on it. So if that sounds like something that you want done or that you would like to know more about it, come visit us here at Suzanne's. We're located at 4226 South Alameda in the Town and Country Shopping Center here in Corpus Christi, Texas. Or you can call us at 361-991-7565. You can always visit us online at suzannes-jewelers.com, right here on Facebook, and be sure to check out our Instagram. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with some of your friends. And if you can go to our YouTube channel, Suzanne's Jewelers, Suzanne's Custom Jewelers, and hit the little bell. You'll get notifications when we post new videos. Also, subscribe. Make sure and hit the subscribe button. and that way you can stay up to date on all the latest jewelry news and education that we provide for you guys. And there's a lot of topics out there that we've already covered, but if you have something that you would like us to talk about that we haven't already mentioned or we already haven't covered, or you'd like more information about, please leave it in comments below or send us a message here on Facebook, and we'd be glad to do an episode on that topic. So anyway, we thank you guys for joining us, and we hope to see you next week.